Superstation TBS presents the Atlanta Braves, America's team. Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood Age for that distinctively clean, crisp taste that makes Budweiser the king of beers. This Bud's for you. By the official airline of the Atlanta Braves, Delta. We love to fly, and it shows. And by Eckerd Drugs, America's family drugstore.
He nailed him. Welcome, Braves fans. It is Wednesday night baseball with the Bone Crusher. It's Braves, it's Marlins, and it's on right now. What is up, guys? All right. Julio Teheran. He has owned the Marlins, and we're going to need him to own them tonight because we have lost another position player to the injured list, Brian McCann. He is going to be out a couple of weeks, 10-day DL, injured list. Good news, if there is any, we expect him back for the playoffs, and that's when we're going to need him the most. So it's the Silver Lining Show. Left knee sprain, and that's, I think, is that the same knee he had arthroscopic surgery on? So Alex Jackson has been called up from AAA Gwinnett, and the thing about that is last night he had to leave the game early in Gwinnett because he got hit with a ball, I believe. So for a while there, we weren't sure he was going to even be available to get called up, and then they really have to look deep to pull somebody out of the organization to get behind the plate. All right, but that's not the case, and we're going to be getting underway here shortly. Julio comes in with a 7-8 record and like a 3.6 ERA. Actually, not that bad, right? Birdie is going to be leading off for the Marlins. Diaz is batting second. Brian Anderson will be batting third, followed by Walker, Castro, Granderson, Alfaro, and Brinson. Their pitcher tonight is Smith. All right, welcome to the show. Welcome to the dugout, everybody. We got 3 in the box, 5 likes, and I've got a crock pot full of pulled pork, Boston butt, simmering. Producer Beth is manhandling the cats. Can I get a audio video check from the dugout? I don't think the cat's going to be happy that I'm not giving him the normal attention. Claw's breaking your stuff. All right. And Miami is leading off here, top of the first. If you're watching on TV, make sure you sync me up with your TV. You have to pause your TV for a little bit. But Julio is about to bring us the first pitch at SunTrust Park right now, and that is a strike over the heart of the plate. First pitch is 7:23 Eastern, and not sponsored by Bulova, who's like the cheapest watchmaker. That's who sponsored it. And who wears a watch anyway? That's a strike. 0-2. If you're wearing a watch, it's purely aesthetic, you know. No one's wearing a watch or a chronometer to just keep up with the time. What's up, kitty? The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss with the changeup. Julio starts off with the K. Bye-bye, birdie. All right, now I'll have to go to the car to get the cable so I can charge this wireless device on the fly. Yeah, I've worked out that issue with the battery running out. I can charge it while I'm on the air now. Welcome, Organic Flat Earth Prepper. The man that got put in timeout last night, and I thought that might be a great way to raise some funds, is put people in timeout until, I'll call it internet jail, until someone in the dugout bails them out by sending me a tip. There's a link in the description for the tip jar, so yeah, we'll see. Counts 1-0 to Diaz. Julio kicks and fires. There's a curve. Ball just a little low, but he swings and misses. 1-1 to Diaz. Julio coming in confident. Thank you, John Keck, with the audio video check. I appreciate that. Thank you, Organic Flat Earth Prepper, confirming the audio check. It used to be every show I had. It's for the first, like 6 months, Producer Beth, we had some sort of technical issue, some sort of sound issue, or something was always. So, sort of worked. I guess we've eventually worked the bugs out. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, just off the plate, 3-1. And I'm watching over the internet on my Roku, plus I got a 10-second delay on the broadcast in case there's any buffering issues. So we're going to be behind if you're watching on TV. If this is your second screen, consider syncing us up. All right, 3-1 pitch to Diaz coming up. Julio kicks and fires, ball 4. Well, after a strikeout, he's going to walk a guy. He walked a guy. All right, all right. Now, A-Bomb shows up last night. See, here's the deal. I'm trying to do a champagne broadcast on a malt liquor budget. Holmes goes out and gets himself, he lays down a bill on that nice microphone, the donkey dick. I mean, A-Bomb coming out with some great gear, and actually I think it's wonderful that as this goes on and on, you know, we kind of up our game, get a little bit, you know, nice equipment here, something nice there. You know, turn it into a nice studio eventually. But I got a $5 microphone from Five Below right next to Ross Dress for Less. If you've been in this Ross Dress for Less place, it's like shopping in downtown Beirut. They're ripping clothes right off the hanger. All right, runner on first. Throw over to first, not in time. Count is 1-0 to Anderson. 1 out. Top of the first. And the pitch. Just inside, but they're going to call that a strike. He may have gone around on that. 1-1. Yeah, Julio has given up like 1 earned run in 25 innings a season on the Marlins. Some crazy stat like that. There's a nice pitch. Inside curveball, 1-2. We got 7 likes already. Thank you very much. And we started the show with some extra subscribers. It's great when you get subscribers in your sleep. 130 subscribers. Still using the non-automated scoreboard. This is the Wrigley Field of play-by-play shows. We got to manually. Now, what a lot of those guys do is you're only going to see 2 numbers. It's easy to keep score in baseball, so they're actually manually typing 1 or 2, or they're not automated either. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, upstairs, heater, strikeout number 2. Oh. Runner on first, 2 out for the Marlins. 2 outs, and both by way of K. All right. If we can get another one this inning, another K, that'd be a TKO. Use some boxing terminology for Mexican Golovkin. Braves looking for a TKO. Neil Walker steps in. And he swings at the low fastball, 0-1. Walker batting .259 on the season. Outside, 1-1. And next time producer Beth gets up, we're stealing her chair for the broadcast. I was wondering why I was getting incredibly uncomfortable because I didn't steal her chair. All right, the shift is on. 1-1 pitch, throw back over to first, not in time. Where you at, Claw? Claw's like, where is the food, brah? The 1-1 is going to be hit right back to Julio, who picks it up, throws it to first, out number 3. And we're going to give the cat some food. All right. Braves batting next. We'll be right back, brah. Tonight's play-by-play reaction sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Check out the treasure hunt blast in the description. Schaefer beer hats, vintage Schaefer's beer. That was like the first beer you drank when you were 15. It was horrible, but it was so cheap. Well, we got the hats for sale, vintage hats. And speaking of vintage, 1998 Chipper Jones Beanie Bambino baby things. These are collectible Chipper Jones swag for you. Those are in the description. All right, so we knew this was going to come up on the game tonight. You know, how Acuna got hit on the first pitch of the game. Snicker got tossed. And, you know, the scuttlebutt in the message boards and the Facebook forums is, you know, people are loving Snicker, not only for coming out right after it happened and, you know, standing up for his player and getting tossed, kind of Bobby Cox-esque, but also the other day when he had to pull Acuna for not hustling. So Snicker getting a lot of thumbs up on his managing moves there. And maybe we'll let the cat outside in the backyard because he is getting stir crazy. Come on, buddy. Make sure his nemesis, Mr. Gray, is not out here. All right. Now, I don't know what A-Bomb's going to do, and he doesn't have the wireless anymore. That's so convenient. You know, maybe you can plug in both microphones, actually, so we need to get up and go mobile. you still have that option. That's actually probably very doable. It's probably very easy to do. Acuna batting now, swinging a miss there, 1-1. (102 RBIs for Freeman this season. Yeah, organic flat earth prepper. I saw that earlier today. I was like, wow, he's just been on a tear all season. And I love RBIs. That's one of my favorite stats. Just inside with the fastball. 3-1 to Acuna. Great hitters count coming up. And you know he wants to make the Marlins pay. So Freeman's in first place, according to John Keck, in the big leagues with RBIs. Acuna pops that one up pretty high. Will it stay in play? The right fielder is going to have it, 1 out. You have that in foul territory. Spanked him gently. That's a good description. Yeah, when you're 20s, making a big check, one of the elite in the game, so young, yeah, you might get a little ego. You might need to get a check there. 0-1 pitch to Ozzie. Ozzie's average 294. It's been up high for a while now. He's been very consistent lately. Good afternoon, Atlanta. Danny Westbrooks is in the dugout. That's bouncing the dirt, 1-2. Man, Ozzie seems to get behind in the count a lot. He's an aggressive hitter. But he's batting 294, so whatever he's doing, it's working. And A-Bomb with a subscriber update for us. Yeah, those Bambino Chipper Jones, number 10, 9-inch plus, mint 1998 Atlanta Braves Chipper Jones. That description probably needs some refinement there. So we got that blast going on in the dugout, and those Schaefer beer hats. Ozzie takes that fastball way upstairs, full count, and I'll get that sub count updated on the screen. It's gonna be 2 at a time this time. And here comes the 3-2 pitch to Ozzie. Fouls out away. 132 subs, Producer Beth. Thank you very much. We got 8 likes. Appreciate it. Let's hit 20-something likes tonight. 8 in the box. Wednesday night baseball. After a day of the grind, that's what it's all about. Swing and a miss on the low pitch. All right. So 2 away for Freddie Freeman, as we were just discussing in the dugout. 102 RBIs already on the season. And John Keck says that leads the big leads. 307 average, 33 RBIs, 33 home runs, 102 RBIs. Freddie pulls that foul, 0-1. Just insane numbers. And he's 1 run away from having 100 runs scored as well. You know, of course, batting third in the lineup, you're going to get a lot of opportunities for RBIs. And then you got meat behind you that'll push you in to score. So, you know, that's a great spot in the lineup. I do believe Chipper Jones batted third for a long time. 1 and 2, that was low. Danny wants to know, are you going to stream tomorrow's game? I am not going to be streaming tomorrow's game, but I have not heard if A-Bomb will be doing the Thursday game and or the Friday game. I plan on doing Saturday's game, and Freeman's going to hit that right to the second baseman for out number 3. So after 1-0-0. Yeah, what else is going on in that description field? I put a lot of shit in the description field tonight. Let's talk about all that mess as we head into a break. Let's see here. We talked about the treasure hunt.ga blast, the Chipper Jones collectibles, and the vintage Schaefer beer hats. You're not going to find anybody with a hat like that. And we've got the tip jar open. You can see a link to Crush the PayPal. And tonight's Did You Know is about Julio Teheran. I'll give you a tease. His nickname is El Caballo De Olaya. Let me try that again. Caballo De Olaya. Producer Beth's going to help me out on that one.
Caballo.
El Caballo de
Olaya.
Olaya. El Caballo de Olaya.
Caballo is actually horse. The horse.
Well, it may be a horse, but it's also something else. And it's a pretty good nickname. I'll tell you what that is coming up after the break, or you can read it in our description field. And we're back. Okay, I took so long with that. I used up the whole break. Kelsey in the dugout tonight. I don't know, are those real glasses she wearing, or she just wears those to make her look smarter? You know, if you're a blonde girl in a dugout, you know, you need to do anything you can to make yourself, you know, more professional looking and respected, because some people might not give you the respect you deserve. All right, and Julio delivers a strike. First pitch at the top of the second. Castro batting, and I got 132 subs, yo. Man, sorry for the Spanish. And that is, I didn't see the play, but I was reading the dugout, but one away. Castro is out. Okay, Mondo says as well, producer Beth, that it means a horse. But it also has its roots in, I guess we're going to say, superstition or folklore. Intriguing, huh? I got the story coming up. And there is a drive in the right field. Looks like it's going to be foul. That is a middle deck blast, just foul by Granderson. Wow. He's batting a .186 on the season, but he has power in the cleanup role here. Upstairs, 1-1. And the shift is now on. That's hit to left field. The outfielder is tracking it to the wall, and he's got it on the track. Who is that in left field tonight? Is that Duvall? And Granderson, we're lucky he didn't hit a home run on us. He was clobbering him. I'd keep an eye on that guy next time he's at bat. Jorge Alfaro comes in with 11 home runs, batting 7th tonight. And how bad was my attempt at pronouncing something in Spanish? You know, I took Spanish, I got through Spanish 103 in school. I could go into, like, if I was at a Mexican restaurant, I could order in Spanish. I could get the, like, the little newspaper flyers, those free newspapers, and I would say I could read about 70% of the vocabulary in that. And if you're reading 70% of it, you can kind of infer what's going on there if you're missing a word or two. But if you don't use it, you lose it. And now I lost all that. All right, 1-1 pitch coming up. That's going to be pulled into left field for a base hit. That should just be a single there. Now, as far as, it's so much easier to read and write for me Spanish than it was to try to have a conversation with somebody. That was so much harder. I could not understand it. I would have to talk very slow. But now they've got basically the Star Trek, translators. 2 outs here. Runner on first for Miami in the top of the second. 0-0. Julio with the pitch, and that's going to be driven into left field. But Duvall tracks it down. Out number 3. Donaldson, Duvall, and Culberson will be batting up next. That lineup is looking a little bit different these days, huh? Yeah, the universal translator kind of technology where it's like a handheld device. There's probably an app for it too, and you say something in English and it spits it out in Korean or Japanese or something, at least in the commercials, and then if they say something back, it will translate it for you, opposed to having to type something, that kind of translator. So I think the technology on the translation devices is really going to be on point here, and it's out there now. I don't know how reliable it is. I'd love to test something like that. But, breaking down language barriers, that's pretty sweet. All right, and Juan Gotti is in the house. He says, my gnats are on fire. I use baby powder for that. All right, so to follow up on tonight's Did You Know, Julio Teheran's nickname. How did I say that before, Producer Beth? El Caballo De Olaya. El Caballo, as they point out, means horse. It's also the demon ruling the land of Noogoria. He is recognized by his scorpion-like face and massive legs, capable of sending men 30 yards with one kick. So that's his nickname. El Caballo de Olaya, and Olaya being the town in Columbia that he's from, and I went and looked at it on Google Earth, I guess, or Google Street View. And what a cute little mountain town, picturesque. It's very small, very rural, but You know, just gorgeous.
That's Julio Teheran, right?
Julio Teheran is El Caballo De Olaya. The demon ruling the land of Noogoria with his thick legs and scorpion face. All right, Donaldson is going to be batting now.
He's from Columbia.
Yep, he is from Columbia, producer Beth. That's inside 0-1. And I looked in I tried to browse around that village. I did not see any baseball fields.
Well, the translation is the horse of Olay. That's the translation of
The word Caballo means horse. The horse of Columbia, Columbia. Well, words can have more than one meaning. It's a thing. And the Italian translation of vendetta is vendetta. Swing and a miss from Donaldson, 1-2. Nobody out. Bottom of the second, 0-0. If you're watching on TV, make sure you sync us up. This is your second screen viewing, the most popular new feature in sports. You know, you're not going to go anywhere without seeing somebody doing second screen. That's down low in the dirt, 2-2. Of course, a lot of people will do it when they're home alone, when they're watching the game by themselves. There'll be reaction. All your favorite bars and pubs are going to post reaction videos as a way to entice people down there. So you're going to be scrolling, and you're going to see the crowd going crazy down at TGI Fridays. Upstairs, full count. And you say, I got to get down there for those dollaritas. Have you heard about their dollar margaritas? Their dollar diarrhea menu. 8 likes, thank you, 8 likes. And there's a walk to Donaldson. Man, I'm starting to get hungry, and we have got the crock pot going tonight. There's 3 pounds of pork butt in there, and it is cooking. Give or take. It was, man, they had this, it was like this big, $6 and change at the Piggly Wiggly, or the Winn-Dixie, wherever I got that from. Giant. I said, man, I want to make some pulled pork up in here. I've never done pulled pork at home, made it myself. All right, Adam steps in inside, fastball, 1-0. 0-0, bottom of the second. Duvall, 6 home runs, 11 RBIs, 257 in limited time in the majors this year. Yeah, thank you, A-Bomb. Thumbs up. We've got 8 likes. I want to get 28. Come on. That's going to catch the inside of the plate. 1-1. That froze up Adam. And I still waiting for producer Beth to get out of that chair so I can steal it. All right, the 1-1. That's hit hard but foul. Donaldson getting a pretty good lead over at first. I'm not on the laptop, A-Bomb. I can't take the camera into the kitchen. You know, you could get a, you know, go with your wireless headset. You get a wireless cam. Take it to the bathroom, you know. 1-2 pitch upstairs, 2-2. The toilet cam. All right. Now I can turn on the camera on the phone here and send that through the OBS, and y'all could see me doing that, but I mean, it's not that. There'll be some situations where that might be cool, but I don't want to sit there and hold that in my face for more than a minute, you know, or two. 3-2 pitch coming up to Adam with a runner on first. Nobody out. Snicker, low-key sending of the signs. Catcher set up inside. High fastball is fouled away. Runner was not moving. Well, maybe after I make a plate later in the game, I will bring it over and let y'all see the pulled pork. But you know what? I got the McCormick recipe package seasoning. Yeah, I didn't get a good recipe off the internet. I just got the store seasoning stuff. So that was probably a mistake. 3-2 pitch. I mean, it won't be bad, but it'll be very, 1960s, 1970s recipe. That recipe hasn't changed since the Brady Bunch. And it's a good recipe when there's ketchup in the recipe. It says add ketchup. So you're dealing with, probably the stuff they made your parents when they were growing up. We'll have that tonight and some hamburger helper tomorrow. Full count. Here's the pitch. And that is hit hard down the left field line and out. The outfielder is able to track it down. He gave it a ride. He turned on it. McGanderson tracks it down. One away. Runner stays put at first. 9 likes. Got another like. Thank you very much on the likes. Got a couple notifications from YouTube. Let's see. New subscriber, Danny Westbrooks. Danny, I could have sworn Danny's. Yeah, there's two. And then 20 minutes before that, new subscriber, Danny Westbrooks. Man, all the Danny Westbrooks are subscribing to me tonight. So if your name is also Danny Westbrooks, you definitely want to subscribe. The #1 reaction show for guys named Danny Westbrooks. And what's with that S at the end of Westbrook? Shouldn't it just be Westbrook? Why is it Westbrooks? That sounds like a typo. 1-0. Swing and a miss from Adam. Culberson. He took a big rip at that. 1-1. Charlie's average at .293. 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. The 1-1 fouled off. Yeah, producer Beth, I'm going to have to get that chair from you. Appreciate it. So she's going to get the rickety, horrible chair. You get the picnic chair. Charlie pops that up into the infield. That doesn't even get out of the infield. That doesn't even get to the dirt. That is out number 2. There you go. All right, runner still at first, 2 outs. That one gets away from the catcher, but he tracks it down. Runner cannot go anywhere. Tyler Flowers batting, and I think half of Tyler Flowers' problem is his name. Speaking of names, I mean, his last name is Flowers. No one gets intimidated by a guy named Flowers. And his first name is Tyler. I mean, that's kind of a whiny name anyway. Tyler Flowers. I mean, I think he needs to change his name to something like Max Steel, or that would probably get him a few points on his average. That is inside, but over the plate, 1-1 to Tyler Flowers. Just my take. Just saying. Still at 9 likes. Come on, let's thumbs up the live stream, everybody. Come on. 1-1. Just off the plate. High fastball. 2-1. Flowers batting a fat 220 on the season, and with Brian McCann just put on the 10-day injured list, we're going to see a lot more Tyler Flowers. Alex Jackson has been called up from Gwinnett. Big swing and a miss. 2-2. You can tell that Tyler he was in a swing at that no matter what. There was a 2-1 count, and he was going to go after it. One on, 2 out, 2-2 pitch, bottom of the second. Flowers takes that high, full count. Good eye that time. DVR is synced. Thank you, A-Bomb. Yeah, sync me up with your DVR. You might have to pause your TiVo thing. We are on standard internet latency. The pitch to Flowers, and he is going to go the opposite field. The outfielder is retreating to the wall, and it is off the wall. Donaldson rounds third, and there will not be a throw. 1-0 Braves. Tyler Flowers comes through, and he smashes that over the head of the right fielder, who could not track it down. And it looked like a short one-hopper to the wall. And the chop is out in SunTrust. All right. Max Steele, a.k.a. Thank you, A-Bomb, on the audio visual. Hey, I'm trying to get the most I can out of my $5 microphone. So for the OBS settings, I went into filters, and I have a compression filter, a limiter filter, and a gain filter. That's going to be inside. 1-0. And it's a hierarchy. You got to put in a hierarchy setup, so you have to put the gain first. So now I'm getting a lot of gain. It's going to pick up my soft lows and give it a good sound, but the limiter keeps it from overmodulating. Most people looking at that, you're going to say, well, you're going to put a gain or limiter, but wouldn't that be counterintuitive? But actually, they go in tandem. 2-0 pitch. Hetcha, not going to be working here anymore when Dansby gets off the DL. 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1. 11 in the box. Welcome aboard, everyone. 10 likes. Yes. Thumbs up the likes. Don't make them like it? You better like it. Only if you really like it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want another swing and a miss. 2-2. I don't want to be all John Brooks about it. He just begs for likes and subs. It's the like and sub show. 2-2. And there's a drive. Deep left field. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That is a 2-run blast. All right, Hechevarria. Hechevarria. Heck of a shot. Yeah, the pitcher is batting next. They really didn't have to pitch to him. 3-0 Atlanta. And that will bring up our pitcher. I went 2 to Teheran. If you're just joining us, the Braves put on 3 runs here in the bottom of the second. RBI from Tyler Flowers. Their new shortstop just had a 2-run blast. The 1-2 pitch to Julio, swing and a miss. That will end the second inning. It is 3-0 Atlanta. Welcome to the dugout. Gibby the Sarge is here. Gibby wants to sweep the Marlins. Oh, he said we should have swept the Dodgers. I mean, you could say that, Gibby. You're right. We could have swept them. But, man, just to beat the series with the Dodgers, I think I'm pretty satisfied. All right, and we do have the link up in the description to be on the show. If you want to be on the show tonight, click the Be on the Show link in our description box, and you will join us on Google Hangouts. I'm going to go check on that crock pot of pulled pork and see what's going on there. We'll be right back with more play-by-play reaction, and it is sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Our treasure hunt blast tonight. Also in the description field, we've got the vintage Schaefer beer hat. Remember those days when you were 15 drinking Schaefer's beer? You get a 12-pack for $3.10. Get drunk off your ass and you'd puke your ass off. Well, we got the hats to commemorate those special days. treasurehunt.ga. Look for that blast in our description. 5 whiskey sours, I could still sell them. Like a side?
Sure.
Well, I got the can of collards, or you were looking at the green beans in the fridge. Let's see.
Goes with it.
Very good. Hi. We've got the man, the myth, the slam dancer, the legend. Mexican for Golovkin has joined us in the dugout. Cha-ching. Whenever I hear that, you guys can't hear it, but producer Beth's phone just went cha-ching. Whenever I hear the cha-ching, that means a sale has gone down at treasurehunt.ga. 0-1 count to Smith. Their Miami pitcher is batting. And he gets into one. Pulls that into left field for a base hit. That's going to be a double for their pitcher, Smith. He absolutely uncorked that thing. Meanwhile, there's a stupid interview going on with Hawks players. At least they showed the play. They didn't announce the play. Okay. Oh, yeah, thanks. Now Kelsey's going to toss it back. The girl is in the stands interviewing people. She can see that there's a game going on and there's a play, and she doesn't. Did I miss that, A-Bomb? Did she mention that they were what was going on in the game? I kind of have the TV down a little bit. I shouldn't bitch her out too much. And there's a drive to opposite field, but Charlie is there. Runner does not advance, so one away for the Marlins. Top of the third. It's 3-0 Atlanta. And my scoreboard is a little slow getting updated. There we go. Seinfeld Studios, welcome aboard in the dugout. Mexican says, nice, nice, just got off work. It's been pretty hectic lately. Producer Beth, what wants to know what else we can go, what other side we can make with that pulled pork in the crock pot. Well, I got a can of collards. We got some green beans, some fresh green beans. We can do that. I think there's some tomatoes in there. Or just eat meat, right? Can't just eat meat. All right, 0-1 to Diaz. The runner on second for Miami. 1 out, top of the third. Upstairs, 1-1. Julio Teheran's Did You Know factoid of the night. His nickname, El Caballo De Olaya. That means he is the demon ruling the land of Noogoria. Recognized by his scorpion-like face and massive legs, capable of sending men 30 yards with one kick. Yeah, I never knew Julio had a nickname. All right, 1-2 pitch coming up from the demon. Swing, and that's going to be fouled. Just got a piece of that. And SunTrust Park is the land of Noogoria. Noogoria. Another cha-ching at treasurehunt.ga. Oh, there was an offer that came in, and did you accept the offer? Okay. Offer accepted. A deal has just gone down. Let me know if you sell any hats. We got the Schaefer hats and the Chipper Jones beanies. Yeah, Seinfeld Studios. We were talking about that a little earlier. Freeman with 102 RBIs on the night. I mean, on the season, leading the league. Anderson batting now for Miami. 2 away here with a runner on second. Top of the third for the Marlins. The count is 0-1 to Anderson. Anderson has 20 home runs and 65 RBIs, batting .263. 0-1. That's going to be hit high, shallow center field. Acuna will have that as a can of corn. And I should have got a can of corn to go with the pulled pork tonight. Mexican asking our question of the night. How does everyone feel about the netting that will go up at SunTrust? For safety reasons, yeah, I think it's the way to go. But for ratings, I mean, the more people taking balls to the face, the more doctors and ambulances and, more scenes of players crying because they've killed somebody, that's probably good for ratings. But no, I think it's, of course, it's the way to go. And today people have their faces in their phones so much. Not all those girls go to games to watch the games. Surprise. They go for the selfies, right? They get their shots in. They're on their phones. They are not watching that. It's like going to a hockey game, man. Those pucks will kill you. Danny Westbrook says, honk, honk. Great with the 3-0 lead. All right, yeah, 10 likes, thumbs up, 5 in the box, and we're coming right back with the Braves are batting next. Be right back. What's that? And if you're just joining us, it was Hechavarria that had a 2-run homer for the Braves last inning. And Tyler Flowers with the RBI. Acuna is going to be batting here, I believe, as we get back underway at SunTrust. I better go get that recharging cord out of the car so the microphone doesn't die tonight. And look what the cat dragged in, and the T-Man is here. So T-Man says he's doing whey protein, creatine, and 1,000 push-ups a day, brah. Getting ripped. Get a yoga ball. Go nuts. All right, that is upstairs. 1-0 to Acuna as the bottom of the third is underway. 295, 35 home runs, 85 RBIs for our cleanup guy. Upstairs, 2-0. Stream health is good. There's a strike upstairs to Acuna, 2-1. And we've got 4 in the dugout, 10 likes. 2-1 to Acuna. That's in the dirt, 3-1. So hitters count coming up. Acuna probably looking for some revenge after getting hit yesterday, the very first pitch. The 3-1 upstairs. That's a walk. All right. At some point, we're going to see Acuna get his 30th stolen base of the season. He has 29 stolen bases, and he's also on a 21-game on-base streak. So 21 games in a row, he's gotten on base. You know, that's just as good as a hit streak. And there's going to be a mound meeting. Oh, producer says it is ready to go, brah. And still having a mound visit, Miami. All right, they're going to break that up. So Ozzie gets ready to bat with Acuna on first, nobody out. Bottom of the third, the Braves are up 3-0. Gibby wants the sweep. That's doable. I got pulled pork in the crock pot. But I'm not going anywhere with this situation. And Acuna is going to try to steal second. They throw to first, and he is gunned down at second. So he tried to steal too soon, and the pitcher was going to first. Whenever you see that, it usually ends up in a tag out at second, and that's what happened. So Acuna was guessing there and guessed wrong. And that hurts. Ozzy's going to pop that one straight up. The first baseman is going to catch it basically on home plate for out number 2. And, by the way, Smith is a left-handed pitcher, so which it's easier to get picked off if you're a base runner. If you're trying to steal, you get picked off at first if the pitcher is lefty, so they got him. So just like that, there's 2 away with nobody on. Mr. 102 RBIs this season, Freddie Freeman steps in. He takes some high heat, 1-0. And we got 7 in the box. Welcome aboard, everybody, for Wednesday Night Baseball. And Freddie Freeman's going to hit that hard, but the first baseman is able to corral it and beats Freddie to first in a foot race for out number 3. All right, we're going to head to the 4th. Braves 3-0 lead, and tonight's play-by-play reaction is sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Check out our treasure hunt blast in the description field. We've got Schaefer beer hats and some Chipper Jones vintage beanie baby things. I don't know. All right, we are coming back to SunTrust Park as Julio is about to start the top of the 4th. And that is a strike. Julio is finding his spots today. He's looking good against the Marlins, which he has all season long. Had to go out of the car and get this dongle. I need this to charge, to keep this phone charged, my wireless thing. Yeah, and that's fouled off 0-2. And I still don't have my car back. I had it towed. I guess it was Monday or no, it was actually last Friday or Saturday. They came and towed it. I decided to go ahead and put in an insurance claim because my car was damaged driving through a giant puddle of standing water and a flash flood. I have comprehensive coverage, so I went ahead and upstairs, 1 and 2, I filed a claim with the insurance company. But this is a 16-year-old car with 250,000 miles. That adjuster is going to look at that thing and say, We're gonna total this piece of shit out and give you $800. Good luck, idiot. That's what I'm worried about happening. Inside 2-2 to Walker, but I'm hoping, you know, I hit the sweet spot and they just give me enough money to get it fixed. But I do have a rental car. They're paying for the rental. The 2-2. But you know, a week or two, I could find myself right back in that situation and still not have a car again. And let me tell you, after the hurricane last October, you're not. There's no cars. You gotta go 500 miles to get a decent used car. Unless you want to buy like a Chevy Malibu or some shit. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at the low curveball. There's a strikeout. The 4th K of the night from Julio, the Dragon Horse, Demon Guy. If you want to know about Julio's nickname, it's in our description. It's in the description of the video. It's you might have to scroll down a little bit. It's an interesting little tidbit about Julio. Mexican, I still don't know what exactly the problem is. You know about the 3 parts I changed, so I don't know what's wrong with it. You know, it hit the water in a weather situation, so I called the insurance company, and that's a ball 1-0, and I'm waiting for them to look at it. Are they going to take it to mechanic to look at it, or is their adjuster going to try to figure out what's wrong with it? I think the adjuster, if that's the case, is just going to say there's some electrical thing. It is not worth our time. We're already paying for rentals. We're paying for tow jobs. They're not going to want to sit there and cough up money to try to figure out that. You know, I'm just theorizing that's what they're going to do. They're going to just look at it and say, you know, here's a check for $1,000. You're done. All right. I just had a sample of the pulled pork in the crock pot. I turned the heat up on it to reduce that water a bit, but it was delicious. You can really taste the ketchup. Even the one of the mechanic guys was like, yeah, let me know what's wrong with it. I want to know. Well, you find out, because he couldn't figure it out. 2-0 pitch coming up to Castro. Here in the top of the 4th. 1 out, nobody on for the Marlins. And that's going to be hit hard in left field, but Adnaval is there. He lined it. He smoked it, but it's out number 2. You know, I just got to think back when I drove that car and I hit that puddle. I mean, it sounded like, though, it choked on that water. And it's happened a couple times before. It was just a little water, and it sputtered, and it regained itself. This time, it's like it swallowed that shit. It's like, did this go up the intake? I didn't see any water where the air filter is, but I mean, it turns over fine, so I don't think there's any water in the engine itself. There's no hydrolock or anything. So I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Maybe like the O2 sensor got damaged. I don't know. There's several sensors underneath that thing, and the car has been missing the little plastic protection for years. All right, thank you for the live stream. You're welcome, A-Bomb. I think he was just hoping to change the subject, so I'll quit talking about my stupid fucking car. Well, it's like an ongoing saga, and so I keep everyone updated at least once a show. They know that it's been a bit of a problem for me the past 5 weeks and change. So we share the lows, we share the highs. Mostly Mondo sharing the highs, though. 3-0 pitch is a walk. So 2-out walk, runner on first. At 49, as we are almost through 4. Yeah, I think I lost viewers talking about the car, so. Producer Beth mumbling under her breath. Producer talking a fucking car. Rah, rah, rah. That's what producers are for. They tell you when you're off topic. Throw over to first, not in time. You know, we might not have these 10-run games so much anymore with all these injuries. But I think our pitchers are going to show up, and if we can give them a few runs, you know, nice little lead, they're going to hold them down for us. We don't have to give them 10 runs every game anymore. That's how we're going to do this. With Brian McCann now on the IL for 10 days, we have 5 position players. Arcakis, Dansby, Riley, McCann, and I forget. Wait, I got it written down. Shit. Enciarte, yeah. So that's a problem. That's really hurting us. So we definitely need our pitchers to come through right now and help us get through this. A-Bomb says bullpen has come alive since the LA series. Good. Yeah, you know, you're right. We've seen these 2 new guys do very well the last couple of games. Just looked, you know, they weren't struggling. They were dominating. Dominate them. Suit up. Yeah, put me in, coach. I mean, you know, or they could recall someone from AAA and then recall someone from Mississippi and then move someone up from Rome, and then they could get me. That's a strikeout for Julio. Sit down. Shut up. Donaldson will be batting next. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-0. Yeah, put me in, coach. My bucket list is to hit a home run in a regulation-sized park. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, we doing that. That's going to be a thing. Tonight's play-by-play reaction, sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Check out our blasts going on in the description field of this video, including vintage Schaefer beer hats. You drank that shit when you were 15 and you puked your ass off. Now you can buy the hat. All right, Braves fans. Thumbs up the live stream for your boy. 4 in the box, 10 likes. Welcome aboard. High fastball to Donaldson, 1-0 to start the bottom of the 4th. Braves up 3-0. Wednesday night baseball. So the 1-0 upstairs, 2-0 to Donaldson. The mullet man walked earlier, and I'm working on my mullet. There, can you see that? I mean, that is a mullet. Oh, that is not a strike. Okay, good. All right, never mind. 3-0. I thought, no, they changed. No, it's 2-1. The scoreboard operator had to change it to 2-1 after the umpire missed the obvious ball 3. And that's a strike. So it's 2-2. That is a disadvantage for Donaldson. He should have that 3-1. Bring on the robo-ump. The 2-2. Donaldson hits that sky high. Will it stay in play? It does, but the first baseman and the catcher cannot get on the same page and knocks it out of each other's glove. And they had a conversation earlier in the game when the first baseman made a catch at home plate. So those two guys not on the same page. And this was sort of a no man's territory. But the catcher sort of jumped up in front of the first baseman, and I would say, as my understanding is that the first baseman would have the right of way there because the catcher's got a catcher's glove. It's not a fielding glove. You would let the first baseman take it, but I don't know if the first baseman was not calling it or what the breakdown was, but that saved us an out right there. 3-2 count to Josh Donaldson. Nobody out, nobody on. It's the bottom of the 4th. Inside, ball 4. Another walk for Donaldson tonight. And he did not start walking to first before that ball was called. Because these umps, man, they want to insert themselves into the game any way possible. If it's a ball, but you start taking your gear off and heading to first before the ump calls it, he is going to ring your ass up, right or wrong. Adam Duvall batting now with the runner on first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 4th. Braves up 3-0. We're getting into the bottom of the rotation. We're filling holes with guys like Duvall. And I've not gotten a subscriber check in a while. We last confirmed 132 subs. Still at 10 likes. Yeah, that would have changed the at bat. You're right, Mexican for Golovkin. And there's going to be a shot into shallow right field. Right fielder calls him off for out number 1. Donaldson cannot move up. So runner on first, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Charlie Culberson. Another plug that we've inserted into the holes of our 5 guys on the IL. And I think we're very fortunate to have these guys that we do have to fill those holes. You know, I mean, I've never coached, but when I'm like playing video games and you have to put your coaching hat on, big swing and a miss. You know, it's always sucks when your starters get hurt in the video game, but you kind of take some pride in your backup guys coming in and doing a good job. That's always a satisfying feeling as a coach. So you want to see these guys plug the holes And so far, the Braves have done good enough to keep winning. 0-2, he fouls that off. And I've got some bread toasting to go with my pulled pork. Swing and a miss on the high heater. Strike out for Charlie. Oh, that's not that toasted. Come on. Yeah, homemade pulled pork. But I got this the McCormick seasoning pack thing, and you know, use that, and you put ketchup in it and stuff. So I figure it's gonna taste like something people used to eat in the 60s. That's a pass ball. The runner should be able to move up. Or was it a foul? Yeah, I guess it was a foul. 0-1's the count. Runner first, 2 out now. Bottom of the 4th as the Braves lead 3-0. Welcome aboard Dish Network refugees. That situation is ongoing still. Swing and a miss. Good cut. 0-2. This is Tyler Flowers batting now. And they ruled that hit. He had a triple, an RBI triple in the second. I didn't realize he'd gotten all the way to third on that. Nice work, Tyler Flowers. The 0-2 checks his swing, but is rung up. That will end the 4th. Still 3-0 Atlanta, top of the 5th, and the Marlins are batting next, son. And we've got a new tip jar in the description field. What the fuck? It's just a buck. Looking good. And we're back. It's a foul. Okay. Top of the 5th, Braves up 3-0. Julio still in the game with only 54 pitches on the night. And here comes the 0-1 to Brinson. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Thumbs up for your boy. Thank you, A-Bomb. Oh yeah, when you see ketchup in a recipe, you know it's going to be good. It's very... you know the 8-year-old kid's going to love it. Swing and a miss. There is a K. Number 6 for Julio. So Julio quietly putting on a good pitching performance tonight. Julio the Demon, ruler of the land of Noogoria. He can kick another man 30 yards with his powerful legs and scorpion face. That's hit to right field. That's going to be in for a base hit, and Charlie digs that out. Fires it to second, but not in time. That's a double. All right, 1 out, and Miami has a runner on second. Make sure you sync us up with your TV. If you got a DVR or TiVo, if you're a newbie, make sure you subscribe to my channel and A-Bomb's channel for more play-by-play reaction of the Atlanta Braves and Atlanta Falcons coming soon. Downstairs and away, 1-0. A big boxing announcement in the dugout for Mexican for Golovkin. Out low and away, 2-0. Triple G versus Sergi for the vacant IBF title, October 5th. All right. Might have to check that out. I like a little boxing. Counts 3-0. Runner on second. 1 out. Julio takes the sign from Flowers. And the 3-0 pitch. That will be over for a strike. But they're going to call it a walk. That was a strike, but they're sending him to first. Yep, misses another call. All right. So 2 on with 1 out. See if we can get a double play. Braves need a double play. Count is 0-1 to Diaz. Batting 170 on the season. Outside, 1-1. So the Marlins have 2 on with 1 out. trailing by 3. We need to shut them down right here with the double play. Outside, 2-1. Looks like Teheran trying to be very careful with his pitches. Maybe a little too careful, but it's a situation that calls for carefulness. And want to welcome Beat by the Book. Beat by the Book E. Welcome to the dugout, Beat by the Book. He's a Falcons fan, but saying let's go Marlins. I don't know many Falcons fans that are also Marlin fans. Beat by the Boke. What's a Boke? Yeah, you don't see someone an Atlanta Falcons fan is also a Marlins fan. That's so. Producer Beth says so. It's just unusual. 3-1. Chop foul. Full count now. To Diaz with 2 on. Boy, this is going to require a very good pitch here. He's got to get it over the plate. You know. It's probably going to be something low in the zone. The sign. Tyler kicks and fires. That's going to be a high pop up to center. Acuna has that for out number 2. Runners do not advance, so 2 away. Okay, but Book. Thank you. Beat by the Book. I hate mispronouncing people's names. I don't want to offend anybody. Beat by the Book. That just rolls right off the tongues. Beat by the Book. Oh, middle schooler. Yeah, I guess you get beat by books all the time, man. Beat by the history books, the math books, the rule books. You know, I don't have that many books in my life, you know. But I remember middle school. I had a great time in middle school. All those years ago. I had more books in my life. All right, it's 1-0 count here to Anderson. And Anderson gets a hold of that one. That's going to be fairly deep, but Duvall's going to have that for out number 3. And the Braves get out of the jam. Nothing doing for the Marlins. It's still 3-0 Atlanta going to the bottom of the 5th with the lead. Well, beat by the book. Yeah, hit the math. Study the hard math. Become an engineer. Make some money. Boom, boom. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more Braves PG-13 Crusher. I hope I didn't say anything un-PG-13. This show has been rated R by the people that do ratings. Yeah, I try to do PG-13, but I know there is an option when you create these things to make it like 18 and over, and I've thought about doing that because I would feel bad if I said something really gross in front of a poor kid, you know. All right, we're heading to break. Be right back. Producer Beth says, that's why you should just be normal. Not my normal, but like society normal, right? Is that what you mean? Because me being normal, that's what's going to get me arrested.
I think I would have a no-go version.
All right, guys, welcome back to the PG-13 episode of The Bone Crusher Show, a name that leads itself to being family-friendly. So earlier, A-Bomb requested to see the pork. Let's see if I can get that on the screen. This just came out of the crock pot. Here, let me get a fork full and lift that up so you can get a good look there. That's fall off the bone tender. Just going to put that on a toasted buttery bun. I don't know what else does it need. Nothing, probably. All right, we're underway in the bottom of the fifth. Count is 1-0. Hechavarria, who had a 2-run blast tonight, is batting. Of course, the cat shows up soon as I pull out the pulled pork. Weird. How did he know?
Because I opened the door.
Okay. Coincidence. 3-0. I think they're going to pitch around him this time after the 2-run homer. I would pitch around him and go to our pitcher next. 3-0. Ball 4. Beat by the book wants to know if A-Bomb has the game tomorrow. I think he mentioned he might be doing it tomorrow. Hate to make him answer the same question twice, but I forget the answer. That is some pretty decent pulled pork out of the crock pot. All right, Julio shows bunt, but pulls that back, counts 1-0. Got a runner on first now, nobody out, bottom of the fifth. He's showing bunt. Smith with the pitch. He lays down the bunt pretty good. Smith pounces on it, throws to first, and runner advances to second. So 1 away. Bottom of the fifth. And let's take a bite of this pulled pork sandwich here. I would have gotten some better fancy buns. Yeah, but all they had were just the plain Dollar General brand buns. I could have gotten for $3. I could have gotten like the sweet rolls and made like sliders or something. I thought about doing that, but let's go ahead and take a bite here and see what we got.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. All right, I'm going to grab a bottle of hot sauce, though. That's what's up. Louisiana hot sauce, of course. And Cunha fouls that off, 0-1. So runner on second, 1 out. Acuna batting, still looking for some revenge after getting plunked yesterday. You know, and Brian Snitker had to pull him the other day for not hustling, but then Brian Snitker, as a father figure would, came to his defense after he got hit by that pitch yesterday. And Snitker got ejected over that. So the count quickly 0-2 now to Acuna. I got the Piggly Wiggly hot sauce here. Oh. All right, well, producer Beth is liking it. All right, 0-2 pitch coming up to Acuna. And he goes the other way, foul. You know, Acuna, kind of like Ozzy, gets in these 0-2 situations a lot, but if anybody can handle 0-2 count and come back and get a hit, it's Acuna, not Ozzy. There, put the phone back on the charger. Got our champagne broadcast with malt liquor dollars. I was very impressed with the quality of A-Bomb's new microphone. If y'all got to hear a show last night, microphone looks like the one you would see sitting on the desk at the Jay Leno show. And there is a drive from a Cooter field. The outfielder is retreating. He runs out of room. That is a 2-run homer and a sweet side serving of revenge. Acuna with a blast. 5 to How you like them apples? And the announcer proclaims that to be a very satisfying trip around the bases for Acuna Jr. High fives all around in the dugout. And that was a fastball right over the middle of the plate. I mean, that was right down. And Acuna, no problem. I mean, that was just, he probably thought he was at batting practice there. So 5-0 Braves here. That's what's up. Welcome, Peyton Tandy is in the dugout. Just got off work at Radio Shack. It's in time for a 2-run Acuna blast. Ozzy's going to take that to left field, but the outfielder's going to have that for out number 2. La Bestia. Acuna. All right, A-Bomb's reporting a microphone malfunction. All right, we are on the backup microphone now. And during the break, we'll try to straighten out the microphone. But 5-0 Atlanta. We're going to the top of the 6th, I believe. Unless they did a pitching change and I wasn't looking. More play-by-play reaction straight ahead. all right. We're back. Still on the backup microphone for just a few minutes. 1-0 count to Walker batting for Miami here in the top of the 6th. Julio still pitching. His pitch count not that high. 72 pitches through 5 and change. And he does have a shutout intact. Batter calls for time. Outside. Two and 1 to Neil Walker. And while the Marlins are batting, I'm going to switch back over to the normal microphone. So we'll want an audio-visual check in just a couple minutes here. Count is 3 and 1 now to Walker. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the 6th. Well, I can tell it's loading so slowly that it's not going to work right. And that's going to be a base hit into right field for Miami. Charlie gets it in quickly. So 1 aboard, nobody out. Top of the 6th. You know, this is kind of the question mark inning for Julio. Close that Google Hangout shit for a sec. Julio takes a sign, kicks and fires. Could be a 2. To second for 1 and on to Freddie for the double play. That is just what Julio Teheran needed right then and there in the 6th inning. Perfect, perfect. There's a strike. 0-1 to Granderson. The 0-2 pitch, way outside. Things a little sluggish. We're going to close the scoreboard for a bit too. To do all that. I'm not even in the dugout anymore, but I will be in a minute. Swing and a miss. There is a strikeout in the inning for Julio. And that is like his, at least his 7th. Bottom of the 6th, Miami Well, I think we're going to the 7th now. Miami trailing 5-0. More play-by-play reaction straight ahead.
And say, Gene Garber, how do you spell relief?
Shut up, Gene Garber.
N-E-R. And I say that because Fresca, WSB Braves Banner Night, is coming up between games of the July 19th Braves-Phillies doubleheader. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's brought to you by Sugar-Free Fresca and by WSB Radio, and winners will receive cash prizes with $1,000 going to the best overall banner.
So join the fun on Banner Night. Braves baseball, a family affair. Hey, let's see what you have there.
Hi, fans. I'm Gary Kinsey. And say, Gene Garber, how do you spell relief?
I spell it B-A-N-N-E-R. And I say that because Fresca, WSB Braves Banner Night, is coming up between games of the July 19th Braves-Phillies doubleheader. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's brought to you by Sugar-Free Fresca and by WSB Radio, and winners will receive cash prizes with $1,000 going to the best overall banner.
So join the fun on Banner Night. Braves baseball, a family affair. Hey, let's see what you have there.
Hi, fans. I'm Gary Kinsey. And say, Gene Garber, how do you spell relief?
I spell it B-A-N-N-E-R. And I say that because Fresca, WSB Braves Banner Night, is coming up between games of the July 19th Braves-Phillies doubleheader. And that sounds like a lot of fun.
It's brought to you by Sugar-Free Fresca and by WSB Radio, and winners will receive cash prizes with $1,000 going to the best overall banner.
So join the fun on Banner Night. Braves baseball, a family affair. Hey, let's see what you have there.
Hi, fans. I'm Gary Kinsey. And say, Gene...
All right, all right. Hey, 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 hey. All right, then we are back. Can I get a mic check? Okay, let me get out of that. Donaldson is batting next. Let's get a mic check in the dugout. Donaldson pulls that foul out of play, but pretty deep. I'm not sure I'm out of the woods on the audio issues with that. There's a lot of latency going on with this computer tonight, and I am still not in the dugout. Shame on me. Sorry, guys. Technical issues. Donaldson. Swing and a miss. The one Donaldson upstairs. In the box. And there now. So I can get some comments from our audiovisual AV guys. Yeah, still 2. Yeah, sugar-free Fresca. A-bomb. All right, thank you. A-bomb says sounding okay. Video okay. What up, Kelly? Welcome. We got 12 likes. Yeah, let's go for 20. Thanks for the likes. 13 in the box. And that is fouled again. 2-2 to Donaldson. Still have reports of bad audio. All right, we're gonna go to the backup microphone, I guess. All right, no problemo. Still a hero. The catcher got roughed up by the pitch there. Taking a second, shake it off. He's got to shake that off. He took that to the jaw. Yeah, that mask he has is not exactly a standard MLB mask. I guess it's a, yeah, Glavin says it's a hockey mask. There's a strikeout. So one away for the Braves here in the bottom of the sixth. I don't know why my screen looks so goofy there. Oh, I know why. It wants a scoreboard. We'll get the scoreboard back up for you guys in just a couple minutes. Inside strike. 0-1 to Duvall. Nobody out. I mean, nobody on. One out. Bottom of the sixth. Braves up 5-0. And I just crushed a pulled pork sandwich. I'm gonna do another one. Adam golfs that one foul. 0-2. Yes, Brian McCann is on the 10-day injured list. Silver lining there is it's not that bad. But with him, you got to be careful. And so he'll be back ready to go in plenty of time for playoffs or for a run down the stretch. Strike 3 to Duvall, so 2 away in the bottom of the sixth. Looking forward to Dansby probably getting activated any day now. Have some rehab assignments. Inciarte probably another month with I think it's actually his quadricep. Markakis mid-September he'll be back, so that's still a ways away. Maybe three more weeks, and Riley at least another week. At least about a week and a half or 2 weeks really. And then when all these guys come back, you know, they got to get back into shape and they got to get their form back and their timing down. We need to be hot going into the playoffs. That's what's up. 0-2 to Charlie as he swings and misses there. Yeah, and the backup microphone picks up everything. Every time I click the mouse, every time we turn on the water faucet, it sounds like Niagara Falls. $12 likes, thank you very much. I'll go and get a subscriber update. We got a couple real quick at the very beginning of the show. The 0-2 to Culberson, just inside, 1-2. We've lost a subscriber, A-Bomb. 131 subscribers. I guess I gotta change the number on the screen. The 1-2, swing and a miss. That will end the sixth. Look at that. The number rarely goes down. But there we go, 131. All right, seventh inning coming up next. More play-by-play reaction is straight ahead. All right, all right, all right. Top of the 7th. Marlins trail by 5, and there is a drive to center field. Acuna has that on the track for out number 1 in the top of the 7th. There we go. And we got 8 in the box, 13 likes. Thank you very much. And let's see if we can get you a scoreboard again. From thescore.com we go. Oh, and 2 to Brinson. He's the number 8 batter. Teheran still pitching with 84 pitches on the night. That is a chopper over Julio's head. Ozzie bare hands it, guns it to first, but not in time. Yeah, that was such a weakly hit ball that he was able to beat that out for an infield hit. That may have gotten the tip of Julio's glove. Run on first. The pitcher is batting. He's had what, 2 hits tonight? One, and he had that one double out the left field. No, this isn't the pitcher. It's a pinch hitter. We have a pinch hitter. Harold Ramirez is the pinch hitter. The 1-0 to Ramirez. Big swing and a miss. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have a scoreboard anytime soon. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2 to Ramirez. There is 1 on, 1 out for the Marlins. Top of the 7th. Trailing by 5. The Marlins are trailing, that is. And here comes the 1-2 from Julio, who's got a shutout intact. A shutout for the Braves through 6 in the 3rd innings. Julio with the 1-2 pitch, and that's a strikeout. Swing and a miss on the slider there. Strikeout number 8. Is that strikeout number 8 for Julio tonight? Nice work. Let's see if we can get you a scoreboard now. How you like me now? There's your scoreboard. And the air conditioner cut off, so it's probably like quieter in here now. I could probably turn down the TV if that helps. Oh, and 2 now. Bertie back to the top of the lineup.
Let's see if Teheran can finish with a flourish like Caleb Smith did.
Oh, 2 pitch. Batter steps away. He doesn't want to be victim number 9.
No balls, 2 strikes.
He could not check his swing, and that is a strikeout. Wow. 9 Ks for Julio. We're going to the bottom of the 7th next.
You have bread in here?
Yeah, my toast is burning. Someone save my toast. All right, 7th inning stretch, y'all. All right, bottom of the 7th, count 0-1 now. Tyler Flowers batting. We got the dual heads in a box. Now I'm trying to wire the real microphone into the computer. That ought to get us some better audio than this shit. 1-1 to Tyler Flowers. Count is 2-1 to Tyler Flowers. He had a big RBI triple in the game to score the Braves' first runs. Upstairs fastball, 3-1, 98 on the gun. Braves hold a 5-0 lead. Three-one pitch, just off the plate, I guess, and that is a walk for Tyler Flowers. It looked like could have been called a strike, but we'll take that, right? You never know what version of Julio you're gonna get. Yeah, that's a fair statement, Mexican. He's got a good average on the year, but has not been consistent. Gibby wants the complete game. A-Bomb reports that we're having buffering, cutting off, etc. Still sounds bad. Well, I'll take a look at what I can do, A-Bomb. Well, can't get that worked right now. Back to this. Well, A-Bomb, I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the scoreboard again. I'm closing some other screens. Alright, we're on a very basic cast now, so if this doesn't get the audio, I'm not sure what will. Oh, okay, that was a while ago. Okay, good, sorry. Joyce is pinch hitting now. Takes a fastball low. 1-0. The Braves have a runner on first. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. 5-run lead. Let's get some insurance here, guys, while I build another pulled pork sandwich. Put some hot sauce on that. Bam. 1-1 count to Joyce. Fouls out the other way. The Richard Gere look-alike. Joyce, we have the shift on him. 1-2 in the dirt. They're lucky that didn't get away. So 2-2 with a runner on first and 1 out for the Braves. inside. Ball 3. Full count to Joyce with a runner on first and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Payoff pitch. Joyce hits it hard, but right at the second baseman, who flings it to the shortstop for 1 on to first base. Double play, and that will end the 7th for the Braves. Marlins bat next. More play-by-play reaction straight ahead, and it's sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Go check out the blasts we have in the dugout, or in the description field, that is. All right. Here comes Sean Newcomb into the game. Sorry, Gibby, Julio will not be going the distance. And we probably know in our hearts that it was probably the right thing to do to pull Julio there. He had a great game. Let's not ask too much of him. Sean Newcomb, 6-3 record, 3.40 ERA. And that pitch is going to be a fastball right down the pipe. 0-1, top of the 8th. Hey, Julio gave us 7 innings of shutout baseball. Thank you. Hit the showers. Good job. Great dive from Ozzie. He gets up and throws that to Freeman in time. Great play. Ozzie tips his cap to the fans. That's how good of a play it was. That pulled pork sandwich is on fucking point. That is fouled. 0-1 to Brian Anderson. Everything seems to be working on my computer without any latency anymore, so we might get everything back up and going and get the audio straightened out. Some good news from the engineering department. Okay, we have a scoreboard now. Since I'm done eating, you y'all didn't want to watch me eat pulled pork. Watch Bone Crusher stuff sandwiches down his gullet. Here's a swing and a miss, 2-2, and write it down on your calendar. Though for the life of me, I don't know anyone that uses a calendar. A-Bomb's going to have the Falcons opener on September 8th. I presume that's a Sunday. That's a strikeout, but Flowers has to throw him out at first. So 2 away in the top of the 8th. What's up, Paul? Hey, buddy.
So the Marlins won more than their per game average in strikeouts. They averaged about 9. They just struck out 10 of them tonight. And Martin Prado's going to pitch it.
Martin Prado is the new hitter. Batting .242 with 1 home run. The veteran does not start a lot of games these days. All right, we are getting poised to bring back the audio. Definitely want to thank the guys in the dugout that helped keep the audio video situation in check. Okay, that football game is going to be Sunday, September 9th, 1 p.m. Eastern, home opener with the Falcons. Who are we opening up with? Rise Up. That's a drive, but foul for Miami. Full count. 2 out, nobody on for the Marlins. Top of the 8th, they trail by 5 runs. Sean Newcomb in relief. Julio Teheran, 7 scoreless innings tonight. And that's a walk. So I'm going to live dangerous. I'm going to head over to Google Hangouts again. See if I can get off the webcam microphone here. Yeah, everything seems to be firing again. So I am optimistic. Oh, I'll get it. Inside slider, 2-0. Test. Hey, are we back? Audio check, audio check. There we go. Audio check, audio check. I think we're back. All right. All right. I'm not gonna be about like all Goose 76 and keep sticking my fingers in my nose. I mean, Goose, you're on camera. Why do you keep sticking all your fingers in your mouth? He stopped doing it for a while after we said something to him, but he can't resist. He can't, if he doesn't know I'm there, I'll watch him. And Goose is, he's doing that for about 3 hours. All right, Prado at first. Count is 3-1 to Castro. Newcomb shakes off the side, and now he's got one. The pitch is going to be hit foul. Fastball over the plate. Full count to Castro. John Keck says if the Falcons stay healthy, they can be the team to beat in the South. Man, that would be very nice. That would be very nice. I understand the Saints are supposed to be good this year. That's pulled foul. And another long-lost cousin has found me and some family members, and it turns out he lives in Mississippi, but is a big Saints fan. So I got to deal with that shit. But like these guys that I guess one of my relatives gave them up for adoption, and they're like, I guess second cousins, first cousin. And Ozzy's gonna have to lay out for that one. He slides and catches it, fires it over to Freeman just in time. Another great play from Ozzy. That is gonna end it for the Marlins. Wow. Good reaction on a hard hit ball. Just beats the runner, Ozzy. Well, we'll tell you more about Ancestry.com, 23andMe, those DNA test kits. Is that something any of you guys have tried? I'd like to know about that. I'll tell you about my cousin's DNA test and what it showed. Well, John Keck, you're talking Falcons and you're talking Saints, so I think he said the Falcons could be a team to contend just so he could come back and say, well, actually, I'm a Saints fan and we're going to kick your ass. All right, my comments on Saints fans. I lived in New Orleans for 3 years and I got something to say. We got that and DNA chat coming up after the break. Hang tight while this video with like chains and my name and graphics comes on. Look at that. Who else has got that shit? Not Goose, not John Brooks. I mean, besides the Sports Fury, I might have one of the best champagne broadcasts on a malt liquor budget shows. It's pulled pork night here in Northwest Florida. All right, come on. I'm late. Let me get back here. Let's finish this game strong. Like Donkey Kong. Acuna batting now. Count is 1-0 to Ronald. Bottom of the 8th. Nobody out and nobody on. And I am back on the primary microphone, so let me know if there's any audio-visual video issues. Welcome to the dugout, the Trout Man. Yeah, sorry I don't have this. I'll get the scoreboard back on in a second, Trout Man. Braves are up 5-0 here in the 8th. Acuna's batting. Flowers had an RBI. Our new shortstop had a 2-run homer. Okay, I do have the scoreboard back up, don't I? Yep, yep. Scoreboard is back up. The unautomated scoreboard. All right, the count to Cunha is 3-1. Yeah, he had a big smash in the game too, exacting some revenge on the Marlins who threw at him in the first pitch last night. Let's see if he can make him pay again. The count is 3-1 to Acuna. The pitch swings right through and misses the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Could not catch the gas. Brigham is the pitcher, and Brigham looks like he was shaving and made a big mistake and then just tried to finish with like a messed up ninja Fu Manchu thing. He's gonna strike out Acuna, and then he struts around the pitcher's mound. Okay, Brigham, your beard is weird, and don't get cocky. It's the wrong team for that. All right. Ozzy Albies swings and misses that. Or he may got at least a little piece of it. We got 12 in the box and 13 likes. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe as well. And our moderator tonight, A-Bomb, will be hosting some upcoming Braves games, so make sure you subscribe to him as well. I don't know if I got that information card up on tonight. I may have forgotten to put that up. Yeah, it looks like I forgot to put the info button up there tonight. So to subscribe to A-Bomb, just look for his messages in the chat box, hover your mouse over his name, and click the 3 dots, select go to channel, and there'll be like 10 other things you got to do before you can finally subscribe. We're going to make it very difficult and extremely cumbersome. Ozzy takes a strike there, caught looking, and that is a strike out. So 2 away for Freddie Freeman. Cats didn't get any of the pulled pork. They're revolting. And I think we got a guest on the show right now. What's up, Claw? Yeah, lick that pulled pork off my fingers, cat. Good boy. One and 0 to Freddie. Inside, checks the swing. Thanks for stopping by, Claw. Go wash my hand now. 2-0 count to Freddie Freeman. Yeah, a lot of instructions, A-Bomb, man. You know, we could have got an easy button, but we said, nah. 2-1 to Freddie Freeman. Brigham rocks and fires, and that's going to be a slow chopper back to the pitcher, who easily flings that over to first for the final out of the 8th. So top of the 9th, and the last chance for the Marlins. They got to get at least 5 runs in the top of the 9th. And I don't think they're going to do it. Tonight's play-by-play reaction sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. We'll be right back with the 9th inning. And if you look in the description field of the video, you'll see our treasurehunt.ga blast tonight. Got Chipper Jones collectible, some nice swag there, and some Schaefer's beer hats. Yeah, we're out of the Miller High Life Trump hat, so we have you remember Schaefer beer, that stuff you would get when you're like 15 years old. It was nasty as hell, but it was really cheap. Yeah, we got those hats in. Just check out the description of the video. Cool. Tonight's play-by-play reaction is not sponsored by Carol's Linen of Macon, Georgia. For over 30 years, they've had a stranglehold on the linen business of Central Georgia, and we are not sponsored by Carol's Linens.
Why not?
I'm going to call up Carol and see if she wants to advertise. All right, it's the 9th inning in SunTrust. Braves up 5-0. Good day for baseball in the ATL. And Josh Tomlin will be in on relief. He has a 4.29 ERA, a 1-1 record in 40 games. A lot of middle relief innings. He's working quickly. The count's 1-1 to Granderson. Tomlin kicks and fires. Nice change up, but the batting count is 2-1. The 2-1 is just outside. Batter checks the swing again. 3-1. And there is a base hit into right field past the diving Ozzie this time. Single. So 1 on, nobody out for Miami. A-Bomb says you could get a 12-pack of Schaefer's for $3.99 in 1986. Oh, man, that would be the toughest 12-pack you ever drank. Oh, God. Mexican likes our chances of a sweep. Marlins last chance to avoid the shutout, Gibby. There's a grounder, could be 2, and it is. Taylor-made double play, 2 away. All right, with 1 out left to go, taking a look at tomorrow's game. That's going to be a 6:20 Central, 7:20 Eastern start time. Oh no, we got more Saints fans in the box. Kelly. You know, I lived in New Orleans, and I was going to tell you all this, and I almost forgot to bring it up until Kelly said, "Who dat?" I lived in New Orleans for 3 years as a Falcons fan. And when I went to Falcons games back in Atlanta at the Dome and Saints fans showed up, we might tease them a little bit, but it was always very nice, very hospitable. They felt very welcome. There was no chance you feel like you're going to get punched or get yelled at or anything. But if you go to a Saints game, you're not going to get that level of respect. You're not going to be treated that well if you're a Falcons fan. You're not going to be treated well at all. In fact, wearing Falcons paraphernalia is dangerous at a Saints game. And, I think a proper Southern team like the Saints should show some hospitality like we do in Atlanta. That's a foul ball. And do you remember the name Kyle Turley? Does that ring a bell, Saints fans? I was in New Orleans when that guy blew their chances of going to the playoffs. The whole through the guy's helmet or through his helmet or something and got a flag that cost him. Meanwhile, the fans are on their feet here. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, top of the ninth. And that's a fair ball down the third base line, and it's going to be a double. So what did the fans do? What did the local businesses of New Orleans do after that incident? They put up signs supporting the guy. That's their kind of guy. Cost him a chance at the playoffs. Back then they were called the Aints. All right, that's my rant on the Saints. They're not as bad as Raider fans, but come on, man. But if you want to go to a game and go in Atlanta as an opposing team's fan, you're going to enjoy yourself very much. There's always busloads, a lot of busloads of Saints fans show up, having a good time with the Falcons fans. Everyone gets along there. All right, Garrett Cooper steps in with a runner on second and 2 outs. And he's going to pop that one really high. Freeman's going to have a beat on that. And the game is over. The lights are off in SunTrust as the Braves win the second game of a 3-game series against the Miami Marlins. Despite our injuries, our pitchers, and we knew we needed this, they came through a 7-hit shutout. Julio Teheran with the win. That's his 8th win of the season. He's now 8-8 with about a 3.5 ERA. Tomlinson, Sean Newcomb, both looking good in the game in relief. So great news all around. Strong performance by our pitching squad, starter and bullpen, and enough hitting. 5 runs off 3 hits. Wow. But those 3 hits, a 2-run homer, and a RBI triple. Those were our hits. That's good. That's good. So make sure you subscribe to A-Bomb's channel. He might be doing the game tomorrow, and he's usually good on Friday nights. And I'll be back on Saturday. And we do have Falcons football in the horizon, so make sure you subscribe as well. We are Atlanta's only play-by-play reaction shows. A couple of guys out there will occasionally do an Atlanta game, but we are dedicated to Atlanta. That's for sure. I want to thank our moderator, A-Bomb, for being with us tonight, helping with the audio-visual checks. Mexican for Golovkin, always with some great stats and knowledge down in the dugout. Danny Westbrook's one of 7 Danny Westbrooks that subscribe to my channel. So thank you, Danny Westbrooks. Number 5, he says, honk, honk, honk. Braves win. Honk, honk. Chop on Atlanta. Good night, and good night to you, Danny. Sir. John Keck remembers the play I was talking about. Sergeant Gibby, we'll find out tomorrow if we get the sweep. Get your broom ready, Gib. I want to thank Kelly B for coming in. This is Falcons territory and Braves territory, but whatever team you're rooting for, we certainly welcome you in the dugout. Did I get everybody? I know Tandy stopped by earlier. Troutman, I hope you got a chance to subscribe. D Troutman, thanks for stopping in and getting a check of the score. That's what we're here for. Let's see who else visited us tonight. Oh yeah, Beat by the Book was here. Good luck on your math test. Beat by the Book, and you will beat the book, and you will turn that, you know, it'll be the book that says that you beat them. That doesn't make much sense. But hey, he's in middle school. Seinfeld Studios was here. Thank you, Jerry Seinfeld. Peyton Tandy. Yeah, there we go. Peyton Tandy. I think I got everyone in. Thank you, Peyton Tandy, for stopping by. You know, not everyone can come in for the whole game, but they come by and share a little time with us. Check out the latest gossip. Get the score. And if that's all you can do, that's cool, brah. All right, guys. For producer Beth, for our moderator A-Bomb, this is the Bone Crusher signing off, and we look forward to chatting with you tomorrow night for the Braves and Marlins. From Northwest Florida, the Panhandle, along the Emerald Coast, this is the Bone Crusher signing out. We will see you on the flip side. Yeah, and none of this information on your screen is right. I did not update that before the game like I should have. So tomorrow, 6:20 Central, 7:20 Eastern. We'll see you then.